Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the BMC Workshop. I know it's been a few years since I last uploaded a video on this channel, but I've been really busy and to be honest with you, I got really disheartened with the car a few years ago, and I just decided to pack it up and walk away. Fortunately, I didn't sell the cars. I did have offers for the black car, the Mini 30, and I was very tempted to sell it, but my head ruled over my heart and I kept it. So the 30 is still here. Angus, he's back in the workshop, as you've probably seen on the YouTube shorts that I've been putting out, and yes, it's full steam ahead. So what have I been doing since I stopped uploading? Well, I purchased a couple of motorbikes. I went and got my motorbike licence. I actually got my licence before I stopped making the videos. Well, I had my CBT anyway, and a little 125 I was running about in. And then when I decided to stop uploading to the channel for personal reasons, I just went away and done my full bike test. I had the money sitting ready for a brand new bike that I wanted anyway. So I went and done the bike test and bought a bike. Well, actually bought the bike before I'd done the bike test, but I tend to do things in the wrong order. So yeah, I went and bought a bike, so I had to sit my full motorcycle test and passed that first time, and enjoyed the bike. And quickly after getting the first bike, about a year later, I got another bike. I got a Suzuki Bandit. That was my secondary bike, and that was the bike that I was using really to go out and about at the weekends. And then last year I saved up a bit of money again and traded in the Bandit and bought a V-Strom. So if you're into motorbikes, check out my other channel. That's BMC Workshop. So yeah. Anyway, going back to this channel, it was round about the summer of 2025. I was starting to get a bit itchy with Annie, the Mini 30, and I was talking to one of the guys at work. He's one of my managers at work, and well, to be honest, he's been nipping my head for the last 2 years to get the car or the cars back on the road. So anyway, I was talking to him, and Annie turned 36 in November, sorry, and Rod went and bought Annie a battery for her birthday. A bit random, but that's Rod. Good lad, really good lad. And with him buying the battery for Annie for her birthday, that just ignited the spark again. So a few days later after that, I went and ordered a shitload of parts for Annie to get her back on the road. All the bits that I knew that I needed to do, and other bits and pieces that I didn't know, because I gave the car a quick assessment. So anyway, all the parts came, and then I thought I could really just get Angus out of storage and get him back on the road, because if I'm going to be buying parts for one car, I may as well buy parts for the other car as well. So I made arrangements to get Angus here brought out of storage. So that taken a few weeks to sort out. So while I was sorting that out, I started ordering parts up for Angus, parts that I knew that I needed, and yeah, started putting my orders into Mini Spares. So far since November, I think I'm up to about 5 orders from them, you know, and it's like £200-300 a time minimum. So I've spent a shit ton of money on parts to get Angus up and running. So in between ordering parts, I was rummaging through my stockpiles and just laying everything out in the garage for the front and rear subframe to get them built up. So the plan is to get the car, get the welding all finished off, get the subframes built up, get the underside stone chipped and painted in body colour. That way I can then, boom, drop it back onto the ground. So this week I've been on holiday, and Angus came back into the garage a few days ago at the start of my holiday on the Sunday, and since then I've really been full steam ahead. So what I'll do is I'll get you off of that mount, and we'll take a walk around Angus, and I'll show you what I've been doing. But you would have seen, if you've been watching the YouTube shorts, you'll see in them roughly what I've been up to. So let's have a look at what Angus is looking like now. So here he's here. He's back on the rotisserie, and he's got a bit of colour about him, you know, and a few runs as well. Now, starting at the front, I've painted underneath the scuttle. That's how you can see all the orange round about there, and you can see the orange runs that are coming out the top of his wings there on both sides. So I've painted underneath the scuttle. I should have actually painted that when I was fitting it, or prior to fitting it. I did prime it, but I didn't top coat it. So what else have I been doing? I have painted all the hard to reach areas on the car. So I've got under here painted, underneath the slam panel, that's painted, and under the wings up there, they're all painted, and I've literally doused the paint into the gap there where the scuttle meets the wing. So that's why we've got all these runs. I'll get some paint in from the top as well, and then once that's fully hardened and what have you, I'll seal it up. That way at least it's got protection, and it's not just primer that's under there, because as you know, primer absorbs water. So the cross member, you'll remember that I was having problems with that, not fitting the tunnel. That's not really a good example of that side, but I've now managed to get it to fit the tunnel perfectly. I've just put some seam sealer around it just to make it neat and tidy. I don't know if I had that from new, but I should have checked the Mini 30. But I've now got the tunnel meeting the cross member. Now that's a heritage cross member, because the cross member I had in it before, I really wasn't happy with it, so I ended up ripping it out and fitting this. Now that should be on video. So that's the floor completely finished in here, and all it needs now is painted. I've still got the seat back to do. I need to rub that down, because I've obviously not rubbed the black coating stuff down properly on that, hence why it's not stuck there. So I've got that seat base to rub down, prime again, get a bit of paint on the back panel there and get that painted. I've primed the B-pillar on the driver's side, as well as the companion bin and the quarter panel. I think I've still got this one to do. Yep, I have. Still got that to rub down and prime. And also the dash. I've painted the dash. That's not its top coat, that's just paint to get it on. And that's just rattle cans, but I will be spraying it with 2-pack. But I've just painted it anyway, just to A, freshen it up, B, keep me motivated, and C, just to get protection into it, especially in the hard to reach areas. So that's been fully painted, or painted anyway, but it will get a blow over with 2K to make it nice and glossy. So that's the floor, that's all done and dusted. Nothing else really on here. I've still got a hole to drill for the fuel pipe. I'll need to measure that. I should have done that today, but I didn't. And let's get this spun around and have a look at the underside. You can see it better there. You can see it better there, the paint that I've put on. That's really just to protect the closing panels and the top of the wings and what have you. And I've got paint all into the seams as well. This subframe's really doing my tits in because I can't move. Where can I move this to? Being in a single garage, it's not ideal. But I'm not allowed to buy a bigger house. Well, it's a smaller house I want, but a bigger garage. So anyway, spinning the car around. I've painted all the little tangs and what have you, and they're called slinger brackets. I've started to put some paint on them, and I've tried to get paint underneath them as well. More so underneath them than on the top. Spin it around a bit more. Like so. So I've tried to get as much gloss paint under there as I can. It will be getting stone chipped, but like I say, I don't want any primer exposed. Hence the top coat. So that's the underside. Floor's looking not too bad. That's the original tunnel. That's a bit messy because I had holes there, but it's not seen anyway. It's getting stone chipped. Boot floor, like I say, I've still got holes to drill up here. I don't know why I've got two holes. I think it might be this hole for the fuel pipe, but I'll need to measure it and get that hole drilled for the fuel pipe. I've got fuel pipe to make up. That's the original pipe there. I've tried it on so I know what way it goes on the car, and I've got new pipe for it to make up. So that's that. I've still got the closing panels, they're down here. I've just taken them off again because I just quickly fired them on when it went away to storage. They're Magnum closing panels. They seem to fit okay, but I will have to modify them slightly. So I've got them to fit, and the rear valance, that's a Heritage valance. So that'll be going back on and spot welded. So really that's where we're at with the car. I've got all these parts in the boxes here. That's mostly for Angus. There is bits and pieces for Annie as well. That silver bag, that's bits and bobs specifically for Annie, and there's bits in the boxes for Annie as well. And I've got loads of other parts in the storage in the loft and in boxes, other boxes here in the garage. So guys, I have filmed some videos. I've rebuilt the hubs, the rear hubs anyway, rebuilt the back brakes. I've had a bit of an issue with the front calipers, with the caliper seals, the metal rings not fitting in the bore where the piston goes, but I've hopefully remedied that. I've ordered, I've got them, they're in one of the boxes. I've got genuine AP seals and the metal rings for the brakes I ordered from Mini Spares. So I've got them to fit, and hopefully that'll be the front calipers done. I've still got the front swivel hubs to build up and the wheel bearings to put in them. The rear wheel bearings have been done, all Timken bearings. So I'm not buying cheap bearings for the car. So that's both cars got Timkens all around now. And I've got a door skin as well. I just put an order into Mini Spares last night. Another big order for bits and pieces. And I've ordered a passenger side door skin for it. The driver's side door skin, that looks okay. There is a little crease at the bottom, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to fix that. If I can't fix it, I'll get the body shop that are going to paint this car. Hopefully they'll fix it. So that's where we're at, guys, with the car. So I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into the project. The front subframe here, that's had a couple of coats of Hammerite, and I've just scratched it, so I'll need to give that a spray over again. Rear subframe, that's there, that's ready to get built up. And like I say, I've got everything to build the cars up with, or build the car up with. So I've got everything there ready for it. So just a little video here, just saying that I'm back, and I'm cracking on with the car. There will be videos coming out, but they will not be in any particular order. They'll just come out in whatever order I edit them in. So there's at least half a dozen videos, I would say, sitting on the computer, ready to upload, or ready to edit, sorry, before I can upload. But yeah, so the videos that will be coming out, like I say, they're not going to be in any particular order, you know, so they'll just come out when they're out. And yeah, that'll be that. And earlier on, I just took a delivery of the Gravitex for the stone chip. So yeah, so that's where we're at with the car. I'm going to crack on now and hopefully get that rear valance on the car tonight. If not, it'll be tomorrow. But that's the plan. And once I get the valance on the car, get it stone chipped, get it painted, get it dropped onto the ground. So guys, if you have made it this far, thanks for watching, and I'd also like to thank all you guys for your messages on the shorts and the private messages that you have sent me, privately obviously. So yeah, I'd just like to thank you all for your encouragement. That's the words I was looking for. And like I say, if you have made it this far, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.